guys, welcome to the first ever DVU podcast sports show. I'm Rudy Coastal. I'm here with Omari and Jeremy.
What's going on, guys?
What's up?
And we're pretty much going to join you every week and talk about what's going on in the sports world. And it should be a good time. So this week we're going to start off with the All-Star game, the NBA All-Star game. Talk about Kobe Bryant's going away party pretty much, and the three-point contest and the dunk contest, and how Aaron Gordon got robbed, pretty much. Then we're going to move on into football, talk some Eagles, Sam Bradford, and get some Ravens in there for Omari. He's a big Baltimore Ravens fan.
What's up?
And then go into the beginning of spring training. And so how about it, guys? How about the NBA All-Star game?
There was a great show of defense this weekend. I think the West put up a total of 196 points to 173 points. So
I think it was a record, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was when I was watching it. It was back and forth. I don't think because there's a 24-second shot clock. I think the lowest the shot clock got down to was like 18 seconds, and then they took a shot and went the other way and threw a long pass down court for another alley-oop or something to someone else. So.
Yeah, it was really fast-paced, so we couldn't, keep up with it. It was like things were just moving and moving, and these are, the best of the best players. So as they keep on going, we just want to keep seeing the game improve,
Mm-hmm. Dude, if I was, in the All-Star game, I would just see how many half-court shots I could make.
At the very end of the game, with, 2 seconds left, Curry threw up a shot from half court, and the cameraman panned away from him and was showing Kobe on the sideline, shaking hands with everyone. And then they panned back and he switched it, and everyone was like, "Where did that shot come from?" It was Curry, and everyone missed it. So I was
dropping bombs.
Yeah,
always.
So how about Kobe and his last All-Star game?
I think they honored him really well. I think he had a tremendous career. He's from around the Philadelphia area, actually. So it was really cool to see someone from here do something that great in the NBA and be honored like that, especially by people like Magic Johnson.
Yeah. Actually, I think, did he lead the All-Star voting for the All-Star game?
Yeah, he was the lead voter, and I think there was some stat that he has the most points in All-Star history or something like that. Going into the game with 280 points, I think.
That's insane. Yeah, I was actually surprised he only scored 10.
Yeah, they didn't give him the ball, I guess. Or maybe he didn't even want the ball. I don't know. I think his stat line was 10, 7, and 7. Yeah. Somewhere around there.
So how about the three-point contest? That's interesting.
Yeah, it came down again. It came down to the Splash Brothers. Not too much of a surprise. I was a little surprised that Thompson won it, but they're both incredible shooters. It was just that Thompson was on that day a little more than Curry.
But I feel like Curry just kind of looks laid back because he's already known for what he can do behind the line, and his range of 3-pointers is unrealistic. So
yeah, it'd just be cruel if he actually
if he wins this, he has the best 3-point average. Come on now, he's just all over the place.
I feel like in contests like that, you think about what you're doing a little more than you do in a regular game. So even for the best players, it gets in your head a little bit.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
That's a possibility that might have thrown him off just a tad.
And then the dunk contest, which is probably that's the highlight of the.
That was definitely the highlight of the weekend. At one point, there were 2 dunks in a row where I forget exactly who it was, where Shaq gave them a 9, everyone else gave them a 10, and the crowd was giving him crap for it, and that was really funny. But then that was the round before the final round, and then everyone. They got, 3 rounds in a row? Everyone got 50s, and then Levine pulled it out at the end. So.
But it's All-Star weekend, so it's not a big deal like the Pro Bowl, NBA All-Star weekend. It's not like baseball. It's it actually counts. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why I think a lot of the All-Star games, they have a very limited very, very, very limited future because there's just no relevance really, especially the Pro Bowl.
It's all fun and games, honestly. They don't really go in there serious. They're just all right, let's put on a show for these people.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is, especially for the NBA All-Star Weekend. It's a show. the one team put up almost 200 points in a regulation game. That's just pure entertainment. Like,
yeah, and then like with the NFL Pro Bowl, it's like a free like Hawaii vacation for the players.
Exactly.
Like,
no one hits anyone. Like, but again,
make it flag at least. Like,
exactly.
Make them try.
Like, but
play defense.
In the same breath, you wouldn't want your star player to get hurt in an All-Star game. So that's obviously why they ease off of everything. But it could be. I don't know how they could make it, but I'm sure it could be more entertaining, or find like some type of competition that everyone could do, just like the All-Star Weekend or things like that, like the home run derby, 3-point contest, and then the NHL All-Star Game was apparently, I didn't watch it, but a lot of hockey fans said it was a lot better this year with the 3-on-3 and everything.
Yeah, it's always fun to watch. So let's move on to football. You guys want to talk about the Eagles a little bit and the Sam Bradford situation, what they're going to do with him?
Yeah, I got a notification on my phone today that said that they're not going to use the franchise tag on him. I didn't think that was much news, but, I mean, now they're just planning on giving him a regular contract, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Well, if they tag him, he's going to get paid $20 million next year, and that's not very, that's a big hit.
From how he performed last year, he's not worth.
He's just not consistent. That's all it is. And they need somebody. They need to build a team around them. You know, they're just picking in the best players, and everyone's like, "Oh, big head is like you got to get them together to work as a team."
Exactly.
That's the best thing. So.
Yeah, they really need to re-sign Fletcher Cox.
Absolutely,
that guy is an absolute monster.
Yeah. And the good thing within 2 weeks they re-signed like 4 or 5 people, and that to me showed that all those players like Philadelphia, they still want to be there. Whether it was Ertz, Fletcher Cox,
Brett Selleck,
right. Kendricks, I believe. It shows that they all like to play here, so it's not like one person is, I don't know how the contract disputes went, but they all have a general interest in playing here, not wanting a crazy amount of money to play for Philadelphia, which is, as a fan, that's comforting to me to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's a good move by them to re-sign a guy like Selleck, who's like a locker room leader.
Absolutely.
So it's more than just football when it comes to guys like that.
Yeah, because I love the combination of Ertz and Selleck. I really do.
Yeah.
I think they should utilize both of them more because of all the drop passes we had this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the Eagles, I don't know, this draft, I think they need to pick up some decent receivers.
Definitely.
But it's crazy though because they, as a former football player at Del Val, former Rasheed Bailey, he played here and he was on the Eagles and he can catch, but they released him. Now he's on the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's like a shot in the foot. Like,
dude, I would have taken him over Riley Cooper.
Bro, this whole season, I guarantee
exactly.
you.
Riley Cooper was garbage. I think he had like one touchdown all year, and I'm like, where's Rasheed?
I thought, and it's not just us that are saying that. I've heard that from a bunch of different commentators that they were dumb for releasing Bailey. I don't, because he's...
The guy could play. It wasn't like just a feel-good story. Like, the guy was making plays,
He could play ball. Like, I'll never understand why.
We would never understand, seriously.
Why, but I'm just happy he found a home somewhere, because he deserves it. Absolutely.
But with the Eagles, man, this draft, hopefully they make some good picks.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your Ravens, dude.
It's not much about them right now. I'm just following them to keep up with them. They finished 5-11 this season. I had high hopes.
Surprised by that. Yeah.
I had really high hopes. So it was just injuries that killed us. Injuries on injuries on injuries. Now we have Joe Flacco. He has an MCL and an ACL tear.
Oh, he tore both?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And they said they don't even know if he's going to be ready for this upcoming season. So what quarterback do we have?
Yeah. Who's there? Do you know who their backup is? Is it?
That's like Mullet something.
Oh, Ryan Mallett.
Oh, God.
From Houston.
Yeah.
He missed the flight on Houston's team flight, and he got released afterwards.
Oh, my God.
So I'm like, what are we going to do?
Oh, my God.
I think originally he was on the Patriots, backing up Tom Brady. And I think just from me and my friends talking about it a while back, I think they were high on him. Like, they drafted him because they thought he had a high ceiling, but I guess nothing's ever come of it, especially from Texas and all their quarterbacks they had this year. So
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see how the season goes. Hopefully, high hopes. We got the 6th pick in the draft. Hopefully, do something with that. Besides corners, I know we suck with corners. We got beat all season deep, but we need to step up our game.
What's it? Did Suggs get hurt too?
Yeah, Terrell Suggs got hurt. Yeah. Our rookie Perryman got hurt. Receiver. He was hurt. Our running back Justin Forsett got hurt.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's a beast. Yeah. That's basically your whole offense.
That's all.
Forsett. Yeah.
So, like, what are we had no chance this season, but, always a diehard Ravens fan. We're going to represent this year.
So, finally, baseball is here. You guys excited?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Tomorrow, pitchers and catchers are reporting that, so games will start probably in spring training games will start in 2-3 weeks, I believe.
I think it's
beginning of March. So, I'm really excited. I'm the guy that sits there and watches spring training games on MLB Network.
Oh, really?
There's nothing else to do. I mean, might as well get ready for baseball season because I don't know. That's just how I am. But
I think even though it's almost a foregone conclusion that the Phillies aren't going to make the playoffs, it's just it'll be fun to watch because they have nothing to lose and it's a new beginning for a lot of guys.
Definitely.
There's a lot of youth.
I feel like that's the thing through all of Philadelphia. It's terrible right now, but I don't think it could get any worse than this. So there's only up from here. It's just a matter of how long it takes to go up.
Yeah.
So
especially guys like J.P. Crawford, who there's just been so much buzz around him for so many years. It's just that you're finally going to get to see him in action.
Him, Nola, the pitcher they brought in from LSU. I went to his first start in the majors this past season, and he pitched a really good game. I think he'll turn out really well. I don't know if you guys remember the game, but they lost 1-0, and the only reason they won is because the opposing pitcher, I think it was Austin Carnes, he threw him a fastball right at the knees and he put it out of the park.
Really?
1-0.
That's
he lost 1-0. He lost 1-0 to the opposing pitcher, which I thought was a great game. But as a fan, especially sitting in the stands, it was so frustrating to watch.
That's like an all-time low.
Oh my god! But it was a good game. He pitched really well. His line was solid, so I have high hopes for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm really excited for Nick Williams. I think
Nick Williams, outfielder from Texas. They got a catcher from Texas, Jorge Alfaro, something like that.
The team looks like they look good. They're on a rise of something good.
They brought in so many people especially because Texas has a really strong farm system.
Right. Yeah.
Astros have a really farm system, and those are the two they traded with.
Yeah.
They got Mark Appel, he was a former number 1 overall pick out of Stanford, big right-handed pitcher, so he has a high ceiling too. So hopefully all of them can, in 2-3 years, come up to the majors and really do something special in Philadelphia. So
that'd be awesome.
We'll see.
All right, well, that should do it for us tonight. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.